the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the third down pass is incomplete. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Right back to him on the ground. Gets it past the marker. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Running back searching for a hole. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship. And
oh, he's got some space. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Gonna run it. It's Wiggins. Fighting off the defender. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The defense going to block with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Using the quick game. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him. quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry. Couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun. Give on the inside. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kick is in the air. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. To throw, it's Gulbranson. Oh, they're after him. Soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Release to the back. With the catch, it's 4. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. They're now up 9-0. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun 1st half.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The points have been tough to come by, and they'll try to stretch this to a 2-possession game on this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the
breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. The give. Shakes off the defender. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield. He was able to make the tackle for loss.
Looking for space. It's Ford. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. We got to start showing some new wrinkles here inside.
Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. NC State going up tempo.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot.
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Catch in the middle. It's Albright. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Boston. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the run, it's Wiggins. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. To the air, it's Bailey. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. We've
reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll run it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's fourth. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. NC State quick to the line.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Quickly to the tight end. And the deep. firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field. It's Bailey. Quickly complete. Running to Green. Dashes him in the middle. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. I mean, he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play and we'll take a break to check him out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. They'll ride Davis here. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. 4th down, gotta have it here. Got his man quickly. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.